Good morning to all of you. Really glad to see you here. Most of you I've seen for the last two classes. Who's the first time joining us today here? I could tell. Wow, half of you. So welcome to the third part of our Mind and Life series of lecture. So today is about loving kindness. Surprise? Buddhists, we talk about love, right? Or do we don't talk about love? Interesting. Well, we will find out afterwards. Okay? Right before we begin, I'd like you to join us by reciting the name, pay respect to our teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. You can gently join your palms together and you can recite together 3 times. Homage to the Supreme Teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to the Supreme Teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to the Supreme Teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Thank you so much for joining us for the opening ceremony. All right, love. Let's talk about love today. Well, what is love? Well, I just want to have a very quick show of hand, right? I do a very quick survey. You all have friends, right? Hopefully we do. I do. I have a couple of good friends. Okay, let's think about it this way. How well do we think we treat ourselves compared to our friends? Okay, my first option is if we think we treat our friend better than we treat ourselves. Get it? We treat ourselves better than we treat ourselves. If you think so, raise your hand, please. I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost half. Oh, you don't think so? Me neither. No. Okay, I got a half of the class, right? I think that we usually treat our friends better than we treat ourselves, all right? How about we treat ourselves better than we treat our friends? Just be frank. I know, I raise my hand too, actually. Sometimes I treat myself better, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 1/3 of the class. How about if you think we're equal? We treat ourselves and our friends, best friend, good friends, equally. Then you think this way? Or now you think about, oh no, I want to change my option, right? Any of you think, oh, anyway, yeah, I'm more like, equal. Okay, you can change again, right? Anyone think you're equal? You can erase what you changed before. Well, still got 1/3 of us. Very equally, very equally. Okay. Why so? Now, at least I know where we are standing, right? In this way, I want to find out how much we love ourselves and how much we love others. That's, I want to see the first part of our reflection on love. Thanks for your cooperation. Now I remember who raised your hand, right? So we'll do this practice for the next 90 minutes. Is what we call loving kindness. Okay, so before we jump to that, I want to, because most of us are new here today, I want to recap what we have done for the past 2 sessions. The first one was we were talking about stress, what is a cell, what is connection, right? And we did a very quick survey of how stressed you are. We show you some emojis. You know what the emojis are? Like, in a message, you use it all the time. Pick one. I remember we had a fun time. Like, mine look like this, now I'm very kind of like, I'm a bit joyful, I feel like I want to talk, right? I think emoji sometimes tells a lot about who we are. Right? Look at your messages. What are some of the emojis that you use most often? and you compare to your friends or to your, or to whoever close to you, you see they are quite different. I think sometimes they have their own personality in itself. So it's a quick way to check our stress level. Well, I mean, it's a fun game to play. So we talk about the normal day life, what kind of stress we are facing, and then we talk about what is a self. Right? In Buddhism, we talk about, there's a body, there's a soul. And we usually think that the soul belongs to the self, right? But as we said in the first class, what we think is a self actually is nothing more than 5 different components. I'm going to show you one on my door afterwards. JC, can you help me to go to that room and bring that, the damo, the box with the 5? Okay, it's in that room. Yeah, I'm going to show you. That is what we talk about. What is Buddhist understanding of self? And then at the end, at the first session, we're talking about, our mind loves to play tricks on us. It always makes us feel that whatever I see, I take it as a truth, right? Oh, I heard it, I saw it, it's so real, it's right in front of me. But in Buddhist psychology, it tells us that nothing that we believe comes directly from outside. Everything, we went through a lot of filters in our mind, and all these filters are colored. All these filters have bias. It all based on our past experiences. It all based on our belief system. It all based on how we were raised in a family. So that is how fragile we are, right? So, okay, put it here. I'm going to talk about this afterwards. Okay, I'm going to use my teaching assistant after this. Hold on. This is a little guy called Daruma from Japan. All right. Okay, and then the next session, we talk about stress, self, and connection. Then we go into something more practical. We talk about, so what can we do to have more control over our mind? Since we know that, you told me that we have a body and a mind, a body and a soul, and what we do is very much controlled or I would say influenced by the mind. So what can we do about it? And then in the second session, we spend 1.5 hours talking about how we can use our attention, just pure attention alone. We can change a lot of things happening around us on our body. We can have a different feeling and understanding on our body alone. And the next thing is the emotions, which have a lot to do with how we experience our life. So we did a lot of practice on that, the mindfulness of the body and mindfulness of emotion. And when it comes to today, the final part of it, I think it's the conclusion part of it. I want to talk about something about loving kindness. It's about how we love ourselves and how we love other people. So I believe that by understanding this, we will be able to relate to ourselves and to our surrounding in a more compassionate way. I think that is a goal, one of the main goals of practice Buddhism. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the Metta Sutta. I'm going to explain it. It's one of the very important, I would say, sutta. Sutta is, I would say, how to call it? Buddhist Bible, okay? It's a party term. You can call it a Bible, well, something that we read, we chant, and I'm going to lead us, we're going to do together the metta meditation, and then we're going to talk something about self-compassion. Yeah, it's something that we lack, I think, in today's society. Okay, Metta Sutta, right? This is going to talk about Metta Sutta. Okay, I want you, before we start, I want to take one more moment to think about one thing. Think about the recent mistake that we have made. Oh, I got up late in the morning. Oh, I forgot to arrange for the meeting. Or I missed the deadline on my work, or my thesis, whatever, right? Think about one incident like that, something that you think you did a blunder, something that you think, oh, something that you shouldn't have done. So, remember that incident? Think about it. What did you tell yourself at that very moment? What was the first sentence you tell yourself? Your inner voice, right? Like last night, when I was, actually we were having a small dinner gathering with some good friends, and I was really enjoying my time. And immediately after I finished my meal, I forgot, like, oh, I got a class today. I almost forgot. And I check, my slides and the thing I prepared. I said, yeah, there's something that I need to add, So at that time, the first thing they remember that, oh, I forgot. I used a word that starts with S. Oh, I forgot. How dare you having a good time here? You should have, spent your whole day preparing to, to lead the class today. Why were you so relaxing? Whatever starts with S, right? There's so many words starting with S. So anyway, that was I told myself. All right, think about it. Did you say the same? Or do you not? Right? Think about situation. And also think about if you are my friend, you were sitting next to me, and you heard me saying to myself, oh, how dare you? You forgot, you stupid. If you are my friend sitting next to me, or what would you, if you're the friend, what would you tell him or her? Is it the same? No big deal. I did it all the time. Right? Comparison, right? Right. So is there a difference? Yeah, something to think about. Why is it so? The same thing that happened, but when it happens to us, we might say something a little bit harsher. Okay, reflect upon that. We're going to do this exercise, right, to see why and how. Okay? So we're going to explore how the practice of loving kindness and self-compassion is going to slowly change that habit that we have about criticizing ourselves without fail. We do that all the time. We love that. Okay? All right, now before we begin, I want to invite all of us to find a comfortable spot where you're sitting. I know we might be sitting, like comfortably. So just spend a few seconds. Try to straight up your body. If you could, you can move a little bit forward. I mean, sit halfway on your chair instead of sitting fully all the way back. Yeah, I can tell. By sitting this, I guarantee you can sit a bit more longer, and you'll be more energized. Like keep your back straight, and feel both of your feet are grounded very comfortably. If you cannot, move your toes. Try to grab on a cushion, and you see if you could feel it. Yeah, sometimes we forget our body. Do it from time to time, knowing where we are sitting, how we are sitting. Okay, slowly take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah. Just a very quick way, and you'll find ourselves back to the now and the present. Okay, we start with Metta Sutta, the Bible of love. I would call it in a very plain way, the Bible of love in Buddhism. What is it about? Well, what is metta actually? Metta. The direct translation is loving kindness. Right? Loving and kindness. Why does love and kind will come together? I'll give you a little small, a little bit of work that you should do with your partner sitting next to you, either two of you or three of you. Just have 1 minute discussion. Tell your partner when you first heard about loving kindness in Metta, what comes to your mind? What does it mean to you? Loving kindness. Anything, right? Or for example, you might say that, sentimental, warm, just for example, right? Anything that first pop in your mind. Okay, let's start now. Just give you 1 minute, talk to your friend next to you. It could be a group of 2 or 3 people. Just one word or a phrase that comes to your mind. What does loving kindness mean to you? How? This is better. Okay, I'm sure you got something, right? Let's do a very quick round. Give me a phrase or a word that you think about. What do you think about loving kindness? Let me write down. What is loving kindness to you?
Conscientious.
Conscientious. Okay, I need to test.
Conscientious about other people.
Conscience, right? Scious? I don't know my spelling. Is it
I
conscientious?
think that sounds good.
Oh, anyone spelling bee here?
Yeah, I know.
We need one, come on.
It's pretty good.
Correct? Thank you, I'm glad. Okay, next one, conscientious. All right, how about, let's pass around. Give me a phrase or word do you think loving kindness, what is loving kindness?
Softness.
Softness? Okay, pass on. And then you pass it back. Softness, all right.
Compassion.
Compassion, softness, compassion. Okay, next one.
Improving relationships.
Improving, I'll say a dot, relationship, okay. What else?
I was sort of split, so I think it's a wonderful practice and way to be.
It's a wonderful practice,
Yes.
okay. I would say wonderful practice.
But I'm also a bit cynical because it's easy to do to other people, but not so much to myself. So this
That's
is-
why we are here today. Thank you so much. Thank you for pointing out that's what we're going to do. Love ourselves. What else?
I agree with him, and that's
Yeah.
because I know me.
You know you. That
and
means
with my failings,
your feelings, which is
failings.
failings.
Right.
Wow. So loving kindness means how we should treat ourselves when we fail. I'm just trying to expand what trying to mean. Yeah? Or accept our failure. Something like that. Mistakes. Accepting our mistakes. So I say acceptance in a way. Yeah, acceptance. Okay, come on, pass on. Give me more words. Acceptance. Okay.
Empathy.
Empathy. Beautiful.
Practice.
Practice?
Yeah. I
All
think
right.
it's on there already.
All right, yeah, wonderful practice. Practice.
To listen.
Listen.
Listen to others.
Listening.
Listening.
Perfect. Listening to others.
Deep
okay.
listening.
You add a deep, right? Deep. Got to be deep listening, not just surface level. All right.
Yeah, I tend to drift to compassion.
Compassion. All right, we have a compassion. Haven't got yet. Yeah, compassion. All right.
And maybe like I think a lot of people already said it. I think maybe like remain like in a stressful situation, still remain calm and not blaming yourself.
Okay. No self-blaming and calm, right? Calmness. And self-blame. A big cross. Okay.
Generosity.
Generosity, okay. Generosity.
Selfless acts of kindness, doing things for somebody else without expecting something in return. And the more difficult it is to do,
Okay.
the more you want to do it and not expect something back.
Mm.
Trying to
So
put that
it's,
into one word.
You call it altruism? Yeah. Without self-interest, you are doing it out of
And
Com-
not being disappointed when you don't get something back in return.
exactly. You also mentioned the second point we're going to talk about today. Perfect. Let's put it altruism, right? We're going to talk about more about altruism. Altruism, okay.
Appreciation.
Appreciation, beautiful. Appreciation.
Positive energy.
Positive energy.
Intention.
Intention, okay. I think I need to write sideways this way, right? Horizontally. Well, I'll try anyway.
Service.
Service, okay. Non-judgmental.
I was gonna say patience.
Patience, beautiful. Pay. Squeeze in here, okay, patience.
Gentleness.
Gentleness, okay. Being, okay, genuine, interested in other people. Okay, genuinity. All right, I squeeze in here. Genuinity, something like that. Okay. Anyone else on the back? Yeah.
Forgiving.
Forgiving. Okay.
Longevity.
Longevity. What does that mean? Longevity?
Longevity. Yes, it's a daily occurrence.
Daily occurrence
Yes,
of an action or?
yes. It's a daily practice.
Oh, the daily practice on. Can you be more specific? How does a longevity? How do you practice that? Do you mean like consistently applying the practice?
Yeah, so you live it.
Or live it?
Yeah, you live it.
Okay,
Right.
and put
So
it
it's like it's inevitable.
inevitable.
Yes.
It's an inevitable, and you need to live it. So how would you coin the term?
It's like when you practice prayer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's every day. It's an everyday occurrence.
So consistency.
Consistency.
Consistency, is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, love that. Consistency, right? Not just one time.
Not just
Not just
one time.
today.
Not just today. Yeah.
Not just
Every
today.
day.
Consistency, I like that.
Every day.
Every day, okay. Okay, consistency. What else? Oh. Open-minded, okay. I'll just, sorry? Caring.
Yeah.
Caring and
Caring
be,
others. and
care for others.
yeah, and
and,
also open-minded, right? So
okay.
you can
I would say open.
unconditional love others.
Okay. Equanimity. Equanimity. That's it? Sorry?
I'm not sure if you have
Yeah, just
affection
one
up
second.
there.
Sorry?
I'm not sure if you have affection up there.
Affection. Okay. Affection, a stronger sense of love, is it? All right. Okay, what did you say just now? Inquisitive. Inquisitive. Ask questions. Be more curious about other people. Curiosity. I think we have something like that, right? Listening or curious. Okay. Yeah, curiosity. I love that. Curiosity. You know, curiosity is the best way to open up a conversation. How are you? Where are you from? How do you feel? How do you feel? Calm, chill. Okay, anyone else on the back? Okay, if not, we close it for the moment. All right, that's a very quick way, you see? Just loving kindness. You see all kind of, oh my goodness. Are we going to practice all this? That's too much, right? Only a saint can achieve this. Generosity, altruism, appreciation, positive energy, intention, service. Service some more. Acceptance, empathy. So I would say all of them are included, right, in loving kindness. So come back a little bit to the Buddhist term. Loving, metta actually derived from the word mita, friend. So friendliness is very, I don't think we have friendliness here. Okay, so it's very close to the meaning friend. It's interesting in the Indian context, we either call someone a friend or a fool or someone or enemy, right? Of course, there's someone in between, neutral. So mita actually is the opposite of a fool. It means, do they pronounce it a fool or a fool? F-O-E. Fool. Sorry about that. Fool, right? No wonder you were staring at me. Fool? No, I didn't mean that, right? I mean foe. Okay, correct. Your enemy. So it comes from, because if we check within ourselves, we know that we either take someone as our friend or someone that, a stranger that we have like a neutral feeling, or someone that we don't like. You see, we humans are quite simple. Our mind is simple. So metta means friends. So metta means that how we treat ourselves and other people like a good friend. The very basic meaning of metta in the metta, loving kindness, is being friendly to other people. Right? So this is how it means. Of course, some people translate it as loving friendliness. Right? So we come to the discourse. Okay, let's go a little bit about how did the Buddha teach. Why do we want to talk about love in this sense? What is love? Right? It's beautiful. Can we see from the back? Is it clear enough? Okay, anyway, can I have someone just quickly read through for us? Any volunteer? Perfect. Get it. Thank you. It should be on. Right. Happy. All right. I think the gentleman from the front first. Maybe you read, I'll stop you, and then you continue the second half, okay? Time. Beautiful.
Thus I have heard, at one time when the Blessed One was living near Savatthi at Jetavana at Anatha in
it's
Pindika's monastery.
Jetavana at Anatha Pindika.
Oh, he addressed the monks saying, "Monks, Venerable Sir," the monks replied. The Blessed One then spoke as follows: "This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness, and one who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove. Wishing, in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen."
Okay, thanks for that. We have the second page. Then the lady at the back will read after this. So this is a beginning part of a very short, you can see it's very brief, a Metta Sutta about loving kindness. It was a teaching given by the Buddha to his disciple, to his direct disciples. They say that, well, this is something that should be done, by who is good, skilled in goodness, and who knows the path of peace, right? Be upright, straightforward, be gentle in speech, humble, conceited, easily satisfied, and wishing in the gladness and safety of other beings. So making a wish for the wellness of other people is altruistic, isn't it? It's not wishing something back, right? This is the beginning part of it. Okay. The more interesting part is the next session. Okay. Can we have the one? Yeah, you read for the next one? Okay.
Those living near and far, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all beings. Radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness, one should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. Right, so the Buddha continues saying that, for those living near and far away, those not born yet or to be born, may all be at ease. Look at the one in red, right? The Buddha say that even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all beings. Okay, when you see this sentence, does this stir up any emotion in your heart? When Buddha mentioned that the only child, imagine we are treating other people, all living beings, as if he or she or it is your only child. Why does the Buddha use such a strong image to let us understand what is loving kindness? Yeah, can you feel the kind of the kindness to what level of kindness that that the Buddha was asking his disciples to have to treat other people? Right? As a mother protect her life with her child, her only child. What does that bring to you? Oh, I'm seeing some of the words here already say that, right? When a love from a mother to her only child, what is it? I would say acceptance, definitely, right? No matter what the child did, a mother will never reject. Okay, yeah. Unconditional, perfect. Well, these pens are very conditional. Unconditional. Yes, thanks for bringing it up. That is exactly what the Buddha was trying to tell his disciples. Loving kindness means unconditional, without expecting something in return. Altruism. Right? So that's why he used the term like a mother taking care of her own child. A lot of things. Listening, right? Deep listening, consistency, caring, open-minded, affection, curiosity. A mom is always curious about the son or the daughter. What did you do today? Oh, I had a play game with my friend. What did you play? Right? We talk, we mimic the sound with the children, and we have fun together. I think this is the joy only a parent can have with the children, right? Or when we play with children, these are the things that will bring us very pure kind of happiness and joy. Another interesting point about this one is he says that by not holding to fixed views, right? The pure-hearted ones, us, having clarity of vision, being free from all sense desires, is not born again. Okay, by not holding to fixed views. This is one of not holding to fixed views, being open, right? being open-minded and being flexible. This term actually appear again and again in all the Buddhist sutras. It tells us that don't believe what you believe. Always question yourself. When you think that, oh, I'm a humble person, right? Are you? It depends. Depends when who is around me, right? Who am I talking with? You say, I'm a kind person. Yeah. Really? Are we treating ourselves good enough? Right? Do you have self-compassion? So, not holding any fixed will. So this now I come back to a little bit of Buddhist psychology, right? We talk about self. The Buddha, well, in Buddhism, we always say that because in modern psychology, we know that there's a body and a mind, right? And we always think that, oh, the body is just a medium, it's just a tool we use and we're alive, right? And we die, the soul move, like kind of migrate to another body, find another body, and then boom, stay on, right? This is, I think, a very common worldview about how a person is. But in Buddhism, because we never hold a fixed view, even the mind, the body, and the soul, we have to question it. Is that really so? Where is the soul? What does it do? Is it us, right? The Buddha always invites us to question. So I'd like to show you with a model about what is a self is, right? We have a body. We have with the eyes, with the five senses, the eye, the ear, the tongue, the skin that feel touches, and the smell, right? Auditory, everything. So this all belongs to the senses that make up our body. So the Buddha say that, well, you all have a body, no problem. But what else we have there? And Buddha said, well, beside the body, we have something called the mind that thinks, right? Now you're sitting here looking at me, you see my figure, and then you know, oh, there's a monk standing there talking to me, looking at me, being curious about me, right? All the thoughts here come from where? It's not here, but it's here. All right? And say, oh, there's a body and a soul. And is that all? And the Buddha said, no. Think about it. What happens when you go to sleep? Your mind rests, right? But you still have dreams. But those dreams doesn't make sense. Any dream makes sense. Well, good one makes sense. A bad one doesn't make sense, right? So what happened in the dream state? So the Buddha always say that, well, you have a mind that you can think, of course, but there's something else that you almost have no control about. And in modern psychology, we call that subconsciousness. Something that is behind like the working scene of yourself, but it's untouchable, unreachable, right? It's really hard to reach. So there's another layer of it, more like the subconscious mind. And this conscious mind is always holding, in Buddhist term, is always holding that you have to take care of yourself. You know, you are important. You are a good person. You, whatever is a self, or we call a self. This is the thing that there is a self over there. All right, then the next question, okay, I do have a self. What if when I pass out, or at a time when I'm leaving this world, when I'm dying, right? What is going to migrate to the next life? What is going to continue? What is happening there? And according to Buddhism, there's another yet deeper layer of it. This little yellow guy is what we call the consciousness. I'm sure you heard of it, the term consciousness nowadays. When we talk about AI, right? The scientists or the scientists in California, they're trying to figure out what is a consciousness. Can AI ever generate a consciousness or close to? Like some people really believe that, oh yeah, he talks back to me. He can even understand me better than my wife does. Right? It's true. I try to ask ChatGPT a few questions. Like I gave him my date of birth, and then I gave him like, okay, what I like to do, analyze my personality. Boom. It tells me something even myself doesn't aware, like you know better than anyone, know myself better than anyone. It's amazing. But is that a consciousness? I don't know. How do you define consciousness? But from Buddhist point of view, definitely like consciousness must be something. It's not a code, right? And it's not something that something they can explain from biological point of view. But we have a term called consciousness in Buddhism. It's something so fundamental. It's something that continues, and the consciousness continues even after we finish this life and we pass on to the next life, the migration part. So consciousness, all right? So this is self. And of course, there's one more idea that, so what makes the consciousness continues? And I love this analogy very much. He say that anytime we perform an action, we do a selfish act, we help someone, or we say something nice, we praise somebody, or on the other hand, we did something nasty, or we say something not so nice to hurt other people. In Buddhism, we say that there's something called a seed. Like every action, there is a reaction. These are the reactions. Everything that we do is a kind of energy that's stored in the consciousness, and all the things we have done become who we are. Our experiences, right, our past life. In Tibetan Buddhism, you always hear a story about some lamas, some monks. They remember, in 7 lives ago, I was living in this village. You see, you are my mother, you are my sister, right? Well, it's true. I mean, we didn't deny that because everything we have done, they are like seeds, the plants in the consciousness. It's there, and the storage is huge. It's not like 10 gigabyte, it's not like 1 terabyte, is, I don't know, what is after gigabyte is what? Terabyte, and then what? The next one is, I don't know the term, just infinity. So we have all the seeds that define who we are. They are stored under the consciousness, right? And this consciousness make us think that this is who we are. We are someone. I'm Yomin, and you are? Oh, I lost myself. You're human. I guess you are. I hope you are. Your name, please. Oh, Chris. Okay, thanks. I'm Chris. So this white guy here always hold on to that idea that, Chris, this is me. These are all my experiences. This is my conscience. This is mine. And this bring up to our thoughts. Everything we do, we have a thinking. Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I want to eat something nice, treat myself good. The mind and the thoughts. But whatever we see from anyone is only outside, right? I can only see your face. I can only see your figure. I cannot tell what you're thinking. So in Buddhist point of view, this is a whole self. Everything that we experience, everything that who we are, it's just all these layers and layers of ideas, seeds, thoughts. It's nothing solid. So there's no fixed view about who we are. We change every second, every moment, every instant. We change. That is the understanding of the mind and the soul. All right? So by not holding fixed view, we are able to change. So don't be sad. I remember when I talked about this to the other class and last time, people said, oh, does it mean I don't exist? Do you exist, Chris? I hope you do. Yeah. So it's not pessimistic, right? It's not saying that, no, you don't exist. Forget about your job. Quit your job and go enjoy your life, right? We are not doing that. I think it gives us hope in a sense that if we are going through very down moment, let's say depression, we lost someone, the most important person in our life, and we feel that the world is coming to an end, which is not. And it gives us hope that every moment, something will change. No matter how bad you feel, it will eventually pass, and something else will happen again. So, no matter we are in a very happy state, positive state, or negative state, there's always a change, like a cycle. I think this is a beautiful way of explaining. We call something in Buddhism is like impermanence, right? Nothing stay the same. It always changes. So that's why when we talk about loving kindness, it's important to know that, yep, we are changing, they are changing, but now we meet at this point, at this moment in life. We do our best to plant a good seed, like the black guy, right? A good seed in other people, in ourselves. So that is the purpose of the Buddhist practice. We always want to plant something good in ourselves and other people, and that's it. As you say, don't expect anything in return. Well, easy to say, huh? Easy to say. It's not that easy, but that's a goal. At least we know that's a goal, right? Ultimately, that's a goal. Right, I love this phrase by Joseph Goldstein, who was a very famous Buddhist practitioner in America in the last century. He said that, what is loving kindness? He said, this kind of love has many qualities that distinguish it from other more usual experiences of love mixed with desire and attachment. Okay, so it was born of great generosity. Metta is caring and kindness that does not seek self-benefit. Okay, that's loving kindness. And it does not look for anything in return or by way of exchange. I will love you, only you love me back. Right? Fair, isn't it? It's fair. Or, I will love you if you behave in a certain way. Well, my mom always told me when I was a kid, whatever, you should do well, then you'll get this or that. We were told, we were taught when we were young. We were raised up in that way. So, this is not really like the ultimate loving kindness, right? It's nothing like this. Okay, now this is the theory. Any questions so far? Why the Buddha teach loving kindness and what is loving kindness, right? The explanation of it. Okay, now we should do more action. Now we should go to a metta meditation. Okay, of course, why should we do metta meditation? Let's give you some benefits. We're going through very quickly. It increases joy, love, contentment, gratitude, hope, interest, amusement, and awe. The awe is very important. What is an awe? Yeah. Okay, like a mystery that you just realize there's a mystery over there. Okay. Or you wake up in the morning, like I did last week when I woke up in a very cold morning and I stayed outside. Oh, snow. I saw the first snow since I came to America. I just came here a few months ago. So I came here in the summertime, and now last 2 weeks ago, I saw the first snow here. And like, wow, that for me was a moment of awe. Wow, beautiful. And when I stepped outside, the snow was still very soft. When I touch on it, I hear the sound was very smooth and soft. Not now, right? Now it's like icy. So I had my moment of awe at that moment. Wow, it's beautiful. So loving kindness is similar. If you practice loving kindness, actually you always feel awe. It's true. Okay, just this morning, I was going with JC. We were giving a little bit of Dharma talk to our volunteers, a group of ladies who come here every week to help us preparing meal for us. And then in the morning, I gave them some talks. I lead them to do the prayers in front of the Buddha, and they're very happy. So because it's December, so today I prepared a little bit of mala beads, right? Something like I'm having in my hand. This I gave each of them one as a gesture of appreciation, and up on my expectation, everyone was very happy. And they were, and then they become not just excited, they become a little bit kind of anxious. They look around, taking out their bag, and they want to find a red envelope. You know what's that for, right? They want to give dana. Dana is a kind of offering to the monks and to the venerables as a gesture of appreciation, and also as a meaning of gathering merits. So they want to give me something back, which I didn't expect at all. Everyone was really excited, they want to grab something, want to give me something. But those who couldn't find the red envelope, they just secretly hand me some cash. Come on, get it, I want to give you. Thank you so much, thank you so much. I was like, it's okay. I'm not selling things. I'm just giving you as a gesture of my appreciation for your contribution. And it was, for me, it was beautiful. It was an awe for me. A very simple act of kindness, appreciation. You make people's day. It made my day too. So for me, it was an awe. All right. And it increased our helping behavior, social connection, compassion, empathetic response, others' distress, right? Decreases migraine, headaches. Oh. Maybe, yeah. Well, this was by the medical research. They say that if you have more kind of loving kindness to yourself and other people, we can actually reduce your migraine, headaches. Try it and let me know if you have that. And lower back pain, depression, PTSD, and how you pronounce it? Oh, schizo. Here you go. Here you go. I'm not gonna repeat it. Schizophrenia, right? Spectrum disorders. And the last one is what I'm going to do today. Reduce self-criticism and improve self-compassion. That's what I'm going to do. All right, how to do it? I'm going to go into action. There's a sequence of practice, loving kindness. There are a few group of people that we need to send out loving kindness. First is ourselves. And one admirable person, someone we love, right? Our teacher, someone we respect. A neutral being, a stranger, a difficult person. For example, your husband. Just kidding. All beings. All right. Do a little exercise for yourself. You have a paper in front of you? Who hasn't got? Do you need? Can we have more paper and pen here? Jessica, I think there are 2 here. We need 2 more. Okay. I want you, these are 5 categories here, right? I want you to rank them. Which is the easiest that you think you can generate and give loving kindness to? From a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is very easy. Oh, no problem, right away. 10 is very, very difficult. For ourselves, rank it. Admirable person, rank it, right? From 1 to 10, how you rank it? The easiest to generate love, give it 1. The hardest, 10. Right? I'm not going to look at your paper, so do it on your own. Well, whatever order, there are 5 groups here. Just give him, each of them, give him a rank, a number. Easy for you, not easy for you. How easy for you to give love to yourself? Maybe a 5. Sometimes I hate myself. I still do. How about a difficult person? No way. No way, right? 10 or 11. Can I go to 11? I like to go to 11 sometimes. Yeah, let them know. Okay, when you're done, right? When you're done, and if you are willing to share, check with the person next to you, and compare to see how different we are, or how similar we are in this ranking. Okay, you can have a discussion now for 1 minute. I'll let you find out whether we are the same or we are different, and ask them why. Hey, why do you think it's difficult? Ask each other. Okay, 1 minute, let's have a brief discussion. Find the hardest one for you. You might be surprised. Yeah. Find any difference or similarity. Oh, I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to pick into that. I keep my promise. Okay, you can discuss with your friend and see what you think Yeah, you caught by surprise. One is the easiest. Yeah, 10 is the hardest. Oh, I don't. Can you hear clearly, Ni Hao? Not so clear, right? I might need to. Yeah, I just realized. Wait, wait. Wait. Is it better? A little bit better, right? Still, the echo is a bit strong. Okay, we should get 2 more here. All right. Are you good? Easiest or hardest? Not hard for you. There's a 1. And which one got number 10? Okay. So all being for you is easy, yeah? Good observation. Thank you. All right. Okay. Are we done? Are we back? You want to share? I'm not looking at it. Anyway, any new like I would say any surprises when you exchange idea with your friend? Anything that you find that surprises you? Yeah, it's predictable. Both of you are predictable. Okay, okay. How predictable? Let me know that. Say okay. Yeah, come on, hold it. Okay, come on, next guy. Let's come back and then we have a few of us sharing what they find. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Please start.
Well, when you know somebody, it's kind of predictable what their answers might be, or you might second guess that person's answers. Or you might learn something you didn't know about a person that you've known for a long time.
Okay. So for the person next to you, everything was predictable?
Yes. Yeah. Or I'm just not surprised.
Okay.
Yeah.
So two of you are similar. Okay. So would you mind sharing which one is the easiest one for you to share loving kindness?
An admirable person.
Admirable
Someone we love.
Person. All right. Anyone feel the same? Like raise your hand. Oh, wow. Almost all of you. Okay. Admirable person is the easiest one to send loving kindness.
Yes.
Okay. And the hardest one? I'll let you go. As I promised. Yes.
When I just say all living beings, 'cause
Closer? Yeah.
all living beings, because I want to wish.
You want to wish them?
Well, so for me, all living beings is the easiest.
Oh, it's the easiest. Oh, we have someone at the back here there too, right? Saying that to all beings is the easiest. Anyone feel the same? To all beings? And neutral to stranger. Yeah, interesting. Okay, to all beings, can you see your hand? Well, quite a couple of you. Actually, I'm quite surprised. Anyone think that the easiest is to give ourselves? Come on, I know you do. I have one very sincere here. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you first. I'll see your hand first. Okay. Yeah. So you think giving love to ourselves
That's
is
right.
the easiest,
That's
right?
I put
Okay.
myself as a priority.
There's a first priority?
That's right.
Okay, so that is how you believe and what you have been practicing?
That's right, because I do yoga and
Oh.
I learn a lot of self-love. And I think that's the most important because it reflects on other people too. A lot of time people say, oh, you care about other people, but without loving yourself, you can't really reflect that.
Ah, I see.
That's how I feel.
So always start from oneself and then you
Yeah, because
expand
you're
out.
happy, then you reflect to other people. You can give much more.
Wow.
That's what I believe.
Okay, we heard that. Thank you so much. Okay, how about you? Do you think the same or what's the reason that it's easy for you to love ourselves?
I mean, I've done a lot of work to
Yeah.
get there, to like really love myself. I guess for people, like, it's sort of along the lines what she was saying, I need to be in a healthy space, healthy enough space to then give back. But also, I mean, just history and past stuff that, you know, I won't go into because it's not necessary. I guess there's a little guard there, so I want to make sure that it's safe enough distance.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I want to be just a little bit higher and caring for myself,
That's true.
and then just a smidge lower. So I gave myself a 7, and then the person that I care about a 6. So it's not much of a difference, but I want to just be a little safer.
It's safer. Okay. I get your point. Yeah, there's always a comparison, right? It's relative to each other. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, anyone think that giving love to ourselves is the hardest? Anyone give yourself a 10? I'd love to see that. Okay, hold on. Now your turn. Okay, tell me about it. Why so?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm my own worst critic at times.
You are your own worst critic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think that like that criticism like does help me to like to be a better person, like to show up in ways that I wouldn't otherwise. But and it does fluctuate, right? Like, but sometimes sometimes I have like imposter syndrome about loving myself, right? It's like, how could that, like,
How could that?
yeah,
How
yeah, yeah,
dare
yeah,
I?
yeah, how dare I, right? And even more difficult than a difficult person. But yeah, I think that's what I have for now.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are ourselves own worst critic.
Yeah.
I feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for being so frank about it.
Sure.
Let's see what we can do. All right. Anyone else? One more. You also? Your hardest critic to your own? Okay.
It depends.
It
Like,
depends?
If I do something that I'm not pleased with, like in a moment,
Okay.
like even just this last week, I was at work and it was a really stressful day, and
Yeah.
I snapped at one of my best friends. that I
You
happen to
snap at your
work
best
with,
friend. Okay.
and I probably ruminated about it for like 2 or 3 hours. Like, that is not who you want to be. And I apologized to her like 10 times. And she's like, it's not that serious. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I just didn't like that, how I took my stress out on my friend, even if it was for like a 2-second thing. And then I tried to like, okay, I'm ruminating on this and I'm doing the second arrow and I'm like making it worse. But it was just like, I didn't like, I think it's in those moments when you behave in a way that you don't want to be, you don't like that version of yourself. And then it's really hard to give yourself compassion. Like, if my friend snapped at me, I would have forgiven her in 2 seconds. She forgave me, no problem.
Exactly.
I wasn't even thinking about
Good
it.
point. Yeah.
But I was ruminating for hours about,
Yeah.
well, how do I not do that again? Because I felt so bad about it. So I think it depends. Like, so I put it at 4 because it goes between when I'm being the difficult person, then I have a
Yeah.
really hard time giving myself the compassion.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's really in those moments where I'm behaving in a way that I don't want to be behaving. I'm really hard on myself. Like, it's really
Then
hard.
it will be very hard to give yourself a little bit of compassion. But other time when you didn't do anything to harm or hurt other people, then
Yeah.
it's easier, right?
Then it's easier. Yeah, when
So
you're
it
operating at like a higher level of consciousness and you're doing those things, then I can be okay. I'm fine.
Doing
I'm
those
neutral.
things.
I'm not like celebrating myself or anything, but I'm
Okay.
like okay. But when I do the thing that I don't like, then that's where the rumination comes in, and then I'm really hard on myself.
Okay, heard you. Thank you so much. So clear. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your sharing. So, some people find that, well, I think most of us find it really hard to give love to ourselves. All right, so what are we going to do about it? Right? We have some surprises. Actually, I did some surprises to hear from you. So this is what we do actually. These are the phrases that we use in, according to the sutra, Buddhist sutra, the metta meditation. There are a few phrases that we use. So what we're going to do next is I will guide you all in a couple of minutes. We're going to do step by step of how to generate loving kindness according to the groups that we have here, right? So don't force yourself, right? When we are saying these phrases, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. Sometimes we feel the warmth coming out from our heart and it goes through the whole body. It feels good. You feel, wow, you feel like you are being soothed by your own energy. And but be frank, most of the time, you don't feel anything. It's okay. This practice, you gotta be very frank to ourselves, whether we feel anything, or you may even feel uncomfortable, especially when you say, right, if I just remember, I ruminated that I just did something that hurt my friend's feeling, and I'm not feeling good. And now if I want to send loving kindness, may I be well, be happy and peaceful. You say, no way. You kind of had a kind of resistance. That's also normal. Okay, so I'm saying that when we start doing the practice in the next moment, whatever you are feeling is definitely fine. You can quit, you can stop, you can, put your attention away, and when you're comfortable, you can come back again and follow these phrases. This is how we are. Impermanent, as we said. We are nothing like a fix. You are not always a kind person. Not always, because we change all the time. This moment, we could be like the best, like the saint in the world. Next moment, you are like the nasty someone from who knows where. We change. But the good point is, the change is a good thing. That means that no matter what we do, what we did, there's always a chance for us to do it better and, make it good again. So, nothing is fixed. Now, I'm going to lead everyone to say these phrases, yeah? But before we begin, let me turn on something that I need. Okay. Get ready. I invite you to sit upright. Only use half of the chair. But if you are cross-legged, it's fine. Yeah, when you're sitting cross-legged, your body is, your backbone is like very naturally upright. If not, sit halfway. Slightly close your eyes. Take a very slow, deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Okay, now I want you to imagine you are seeing yourself sitting right in front of you. And the person is smiling at you very calmly. Very friendly. I invite you to gently put your right hand on your chest, right on top of your heart. If you could feel the heartbeat even even very slightly, the warmth that comes from your heart, let it pass through your hand to your whole body. Now you repeat this phrase after me to yourself, as if you are sending the wishes to yourself right in front of you. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May no problems come to me. May I always meet with success. May I also have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. Now imagine yourself upon receiving your blessing, smiling back at you, gratefully, thankfully. Now continue with this gentle, kind gesture. You imagine someone who you admire, who you respect, sitting right in front of you, smiling at you, as if she is having a good time with you. Now, from your heart, from the warmth of your heart, you send the following kind wishes to the person in front of you. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be at ease and at peace. You can keep repeating the phrases. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be at ease and at peace. Now imagine there's a stranger or someone we don't have a strong affection. He or she is sitting right in front of us. They are also smiling at us. Now, from the deep of our heart, we send these wishes to them. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. you be at ease and at peace. Try to feel the happiness from the face of the person sitting right in front of you, thanking you. If you want, you can give the person a hug and wish them all the best. Now we do the same to someone who we dislike, who we don't see often, who we think we don't have a very good connection with. Even that person can be sitting right in front of us, smiling at us too. May you be safe, we say to him or her. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be at ease and at peace. But if you are feeling uncomfortable about this, just let it be. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. At least we try. We try to make peace. We try to send love from our side. Even though the other person is a hostile person. At this moment, I just want peace and calmness in my own mind. And I wish the same for them. Now we invite more and more people coming into our circle. Everyone that we know, we don't know, someone we have met, we are going to meet, all the living beings that we can imagine, they are all gathering right in front of us. And we want to give them good wishes. May you all be safe. May you all be healthy. May you all be happy. May you all be at ease and at peace. Look at their faces. They are smiling, bright. Everyone gets the warm touch from our heart, a very sincere wish deep from our heart. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be at ease. Okay, now I invite you to take one last deep breath and slowly breathe out. You can rest your hand. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. You can rub your hands together. Do a little bit of massage on your eyes, your forehead, shoulders. If you want these phrases, I will send out these slides in PDF to all those who registered. We have your email. I'm going to send you, and you can practice anytime you want. How are you feeling? Are we back? Are we flirting? Are you back on earth? I love doing that. We had a metta meditation with the Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi back in the end of August. There was a 3 days of retreat, and we were doing just this. 3 days. Do you believe that? Standing love in 3 days. How well you look, right? That's the best, I would say, how do you put that? I mean, to have the best massage you can have on your own face, you really look different afterwards. I can see from now, from this angle, I can see your faces softer, brighter, and more smile. Thank you so much. All right, self-compassion, right? We had to do a little bit more exercise, yeah? I want to the last part is, we're sending love to ourselves, to other people, but as we say in the beginning, the hardest one is to ourselves. How do we take care of ourselves when we are stressed, when we have to face with hostile people, when we have to deal with very difficult situation, and then you have to keep calm and you have to keep very emotional steady. I know we all tried, right? We all try to maintain it, even though our inside our mind is like really jumping around. We're like, it's like a volcano bursting, but we're still like, no way, I could hold that. And afterward, we feel so like drained, right? You have the experience. If we really keep the emotion, like we try to hold it and not let it out, we hurt ourselves. But it was good intention most of the time. Because if we let it out, then we're going to hurt other people, right? It's either way. We hurt other people or we hurt ourselves. Sometimes, it's a choice. I would say, well, we adults, we are more responsible, of course, if we know that, yeah, I'd rather swallow it and not to make things worse. But we still need to take care of our emotions because our mind, like there's a part of emotion that in our brain that it generates a lot of physical, I would say, hormone or whatever, chemical hormones that make us feel rough, and tough. So we need to take care of it. So how do we do that? Right? So this is a phrase that we learn from the beginning. If we could treat ourselves as we would treat a good friend, right? Then through self-compassion, we become an inner ally instead of an inner enemy to ourselves. Right? So how to do that? And on a paper, do this quick exercise, very quick. Imagine this situation. Think of a time you have had a close friend, right? Oh, sorry, should be. Okay. Think of a time you were suffering in some way, any kind of suffering. How do you respond to yourself? Think of one time you just say that, I shouldn't have said that to my friend. I was so mean. Or I am so mean. Okay, this is how you say to yourself. What tone do you use? Hush. Very bad. Very strong words. How is your posture? Tighten up. Yeah, I feel like I want to dig a hole and bury myself there. I don't want to see anyone else, right? I don't want to let people see myself now. I feel like I'm so ugly. Well, we have that feeling, right? What non-verbal gesture do you use? Tighten your feet, rubbing your hands, walking around, right? If you may, I invite you to just think about one incident that happened to you lately that you criticize yourself, right? What do you say? Write the exact words. Think about it. What do you say to yourself? What tone? Is it a nice tone? Yeah, so bad. We never say that, right? You're like, you are really a mean person. Or you stupid. Oh, I say it all the time to me. What is your posture? How do you sit? How do you stand? Okay? Or you can just think about it. Just very quickly go through it in your mind. Remember what the word you use, how you said it, how you feel that on your body. Is it tight? Or you feel nothing? And most people, actually, we don't know what is our body feeling. We don't have that connection. Right, if you could, just write down, and then, or you can just go through one time in your mind, right? Remember what you say. And the next thing is, think of the time, right, when the same thing happened to your close friend who was suffering in the same way, right? For example, maybe your friend had a misfortune, failed, or felt inadequate. How do you typically respond to your friend in such a situation? What do you say to your friend in the same situation? Okay, what is a sentence you use? What tone is it? How's your posture? What non-verbal gesture do you use? Similar? Right? Well, as we said just now, the goal is self-compassion. The first rule of thumb, when we don't know what to do, think about it. Treat ourselves as you would treat a good friend. As simple as that. What would I say to my friend? And do the same to you. Pat yourself. Yeah. All right. You didn't mean that. Sometimes things just go uncontrolled, sometimes unexpected. Caught me in my surprise. I've been trying my best. Right? Say it as if you're saying to yourself. Imagine you yourself standing in front of you or sitting in front of you, and you're saying that to a good friend. Come on, no, you're my best pal, my best friend. It's okay. Don't do that. Right, so this is how we do the instructions of do the meditation for instruction. Right, first we find a quiet place, as right now, to sit. Slowly read the words over, the phrases we just used, and well, you may change a word a little bit, change a sentence, change the content. You don't have to follow exactly word to word. The point is, write down what is meaningful for you. And start with yourself as a focal point of meditation, and extend your peace and good wishes outwards until it includes all beings in the universe. As an exact same sequence we did just now. Start from ourselves, slowly expand it. But one thing is, if you feel that at that point is very difficult, you have a 10 on yourself, skip it by all means. Don't do it on yourself first. Do it at the end. Or you may skip it at all. All right? So it's flexible. Remember, it's flexible. If you find at this time you cannot generate loving kindness to yourself, skip it. It's fine. But one of the interesting thing is, if we could generate love to other people, at the same time, whatever negative emotions in our mind, it changes too. Try that, and you see what I mean. No matter who we are dedicating the love to, it will change us. Yeah? So this is the point. Focus on the physical feeling, sensation of warmth or swelling in the area of the heart, right? Is put your hands on your heart, feel the beating of your heart and the warmth generated from your heart. That helps us to have a stronger feeling. Yeah, move deeply into metta as an intangible thing, beyond thought, emotion, and physical feeling. Let metta become second nature. It's a kind of gesture. Just say the word, I wish you are safe. Remember when you're saying that, I wish you safe, I wish you health. When you say that, naturally your voice becomes softer and more gentle, right? So these are the basic instructions of doing meditation. And these are the phrases that we do. The simplest one. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be at ease. If you cannot think of anything else, just keep reciting these four. These are the safest one. This has been practiced for more than 2,600 years since the Buddha's time. It has been passed down until now. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be at ease. These are the four most common phrases and the safest phrases that we use. But before I let you go, I want us, all of you, to do something for yourself. Now write one sentence for yourself. Instead of wishing yourself safe, healthy, happy, or at ease, what do you need most at this very moment? What is the best thing? What is the phrase that you think that resonates with you? Think about it. Let me give you an example. May I be kind to myself. I love this. There was a student who wrote this to me. I want to be kind to myself. Yes, and this will become your mantra. This will become the phrase that you keep using. May I be kind to myself. How about this? May I feel connected to others. Yes. I want to connect to my friends. I want to connect to my spouse, to my family, even better. Now, I need this. May I feel connected to others. And touch your heart and see, yes, may I feel connected to others. Keep sending out this wish, right? This is self-compassion. What else? May I know that I belong. Wherever you are, may I know I belong here. May I know I belong to my home. May I know I belong to this place. Belonging. And may I be brave. Isn't it beautiful? I want to be brave. May I be brave. So it's very up to you. Right now, write down one brief sentence for yourself, which is very own, unique way for your own. It should be general, right? Don't say something like, may I have a big piece of pizza after this? It may happen, but I mean, it should be something tangible. No, intangible, right? Something more general. Or don't say that, may the traffic police don't see me speeding on my way home, please. I'm in a rush. I don't mean it. No, don't make that kind of wishes, okay? Make something more general. May I belong. May I be kind to myself. Okay? Generate one sentence for yourself, and when you go home today, I invite you to keep doing it. Practice 5 minutes a day. Sit down with the instructions given here, right? I will give you the PDF as well. Follow these simple instructions. Do 5 minutes a day. And I can guarantee that you will have a softer heart to yourself. You feel more connected to other people. You feel more connected to yourself. And that's a goal of our course here. Life and mind. So now we come to a conclusion of our course, 3 times, right? Initially, we talk about general, what is stress, what is self, by having our Mr. Daruma, or Master Daruma, to help us identify who we are. We are nothing more than a stream of, how did I put it? A stream of changing flow, like a river. You see, imagine you are standing in the middle of the river, and the water just rush through you. The stream of water that rush through you. So we are like that. We are like the stream of water keep rushing through. There's no fixed point. So our mind and our body is just the same. Everything just passes one moment at a time, one moment at a time. That's how flexible we are. And by having a better control of our emotions and our thoughts, then we can have a better life. And we talk about how to use mindfulness of the body and mindfulness of emotions to relate to ourselves and our environment, to our friends better every day. And today we talk about even more practical practice, which is metta meditation, how to generate loving kindness, how to be all of this, right? To be generous, to be calm, to be altruistic, to be appreciative to other people. That's all we did for the last 3 lessons, including today. So I hope at least we can bring back something. I hope you have enjoyed also the practices, the class. I hope you have found some way to reduce our stress in daily life. And I hope we can generate more loving kindness to ourselves and to those we love, to all sentient beings. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right, any feedback or anything that you want to say before we let you go for lunch? Pizza, or break meal. Okay, we invite you all to stay back for lunch, all right? Go to a dining hall. If this is your first time here, you know where the dining hall is. Just follow the crowd. Or smell it, go out, where's the food? It's right. Yeah, you know, right? You know where the dining hall is. Go there, have lunch, and enjoy our beautiful, snowy, icy scenario. And today is the last class for English session. I will be seeing you. I will be having online classes. Check our website. We will put up there. I'll be teaching online classes on Chinese Buddhism starting January. And then the Chinese class will continue. The last session will be next week. And after we have the interfaith prayer on the 1st of January, then the whole monastery will be closed for 3 months. Okay? But before that, on the 20th to the 27th of December, we're going to have a 7-day retreat. There's a very traditional Chinese way of practice. It's called the chanting of the Amitabha. We have meditation, we chant the name Amitabha. If you never experienced it, you're welcome. You can come for 1 day or 2. Just go online and register which day you want to stay. Then we can arrange for you. You can just come for half a day if you want. So, hope to see you again very soon. And, okay, thank you so much. Fine, thank you. Is it both in Chinese and English? So, yeah, I will switch between Chinese and English. Make sure you all get it. Don't worry. You can stay here too for 1 week. How beautiful is it? All right, a good time.